Sistas Talk LLC is having its first free social networking event September 21st. Check Eventbrite for more details. We want your voice to be heard. The Sistas Talk Podcast is created to educate the community. We want to thank each and every one of our listeners and our guests. Continue to support small businesses.
In that same position to really make that change.
I mean, he's pretty wealthy. He was wealthy coming into the music industry. So, I mean, I don't know why they had the conversations that they had years ago. But that's where all of this controversy is stemming from. So I don't even think Jermaine is even speaking on that, to be honest.
And that's what I say, because we don't know the conversation they had behind closed doors.
It may just be through the grapevine.
And it may be something Jermaine Dupri, we may see him come up. We may see Jermaine Dupri. We may see him and Jay-Z come alongside each other in the future. We could see Kaepernick come alongside.
I would like to see Kaepernick, to be honest. If anything and anybody who deserves it, it would be him. Because he definitely stood up in front of millions of people. He did not care what anybody has to say. And he stood his ground. And that's number one. That's one thing that most people do not do who have a platform to do it. They don't do it. Or they're silent. Or they do it, they do nice things, but it's all behind closed doors. But he came straight out and said, I cannot pledge allegiance to a country who does not respect me as a black man. I love it, okay? Because there's too much going on in today's world in 2019 where black people just aren't getting the respect that they deserve, period. There's no other way to look at it. There's no other way around it. And I love him for that. And so I'm hoping and praying that he can continue to have the platform that he's been having, plus more. And I'm hoping that it is under wraps for Jay-Z to bring him on board and they do great things together. If not together, whatever. Do what y'all do behind the scenes. I don't care, but as long as it happens. Because at the end of the day, black, white, purple, brown, skinny, fat, short, and tall, we're all human beings and we all have to learn to get along. But we're going to kill each other, bottom line. And then so we got to figure it out because we have to evolve, and in order for us to evolve, we have to get through the basics, and we're not even through the basics of racism. Come on.
But I mean, like, and then another thing I do want to bring to the forefront. I mean, like a lot of people, like I said, I don't know necessarily, but Jay-Z, in a sense, he has to me seeming, it's kind of placed himself in this position where he has been, kind of sort of, putting himself out there as far as trying to help the community. I don't know if you've seen about the Meek Mill's documentary. I haven't watched it. Don't know if I'm gonna watch it or honestly care to watch it.
I was gonna say I'm not interested.
But I mean that is an example of what I say. Like, I don't know if Jermaine Dupri could do possibly what Jay-Z can possibly do or bring to the table because
I'm sure he can.
I mean,
I'm sure. But not to take away from Jay-Z because he's a heavy influencer. I just feel like that kind of drama that we're talking about is just inspired from he say, she say. And nobody, like you said, nobody knows unless you're there.
Exactly.
Unless you're a part of that conversation. So it's best that we focus on things that we can't control because we can't control that. No. But to talk a little bit more about the NFL and why people were angry, I'm reading the rest of this article. It says the NFL wants to present itself as a fighter of social change while ignoring the catalyst for its image revamp. So for some critics, the deal is easily summed up as Jay-Z selling out Kaepernick's protest, which we were just talking about, effectively allowing him to benefit from the former player's actions, even as Kaepernick continues to go without a job. Jay-Z doesn't need the NFL's help to address social injustices, which is very true. It was more of a bing, bing, bing. I just jumped up a few levels, financially. It goes back to what you just said. And I understand that too. I get it. He says it was a money move for him and his music business. Reed, Kaepernick's former 49ers teammate, tweeted. So this is one of former Kaepernick's football player, a teammate, on the 49ers that was saying that. So he's basically saying Jay-Z didn't need to do this in order to boost up social injustice awareness in the NFL. He did this because it was a financial move up. We know that's part of it. We don't know all of it, right?
Exactly.
And that's the thing we at least have to recognize and say, you can't just draw one narrow conclusion as to why he did it. That's probably number one. He has kids, he has a family, and I totally get it. I have one too. But at the same time, you can also bring social awareness through other avenues, like you said with the Meek Mill's documentary. Other things. And I'm pretty sure there's a plethora of things that this man is doing, including Beyonce, including Jermaine Dupri, including Colin Kaepernick is doing it. So, I mean, it takes a sum of all things, not just one person doing, whatever they're doing. So it says the NFL gets to hide behind his black face to try to cover up blackballing Colin. Sorry for calling you Colin if you're watching. Anyway, Colin, you're a cute guy. You'll be fine. You have millions. Just keep doing what you're doing. I support you, boo. I still love my husband though. So yeah, I mean, I get it. I understand it from both sides, right? People are mad because they feel like, oh, Jay-Z just, partnered with the NFL because he just wants more money. He's like one of the few black billionaires. Of course he did it. I mean, it's a financial money move. He's a business guy. What else do you want from him? But I seriously doubt if he just left Colin just out hanging to dry. I seriously doubt that. If you think that, you're kind of crazy. Because I'm pretty sure behind the scenes they're making things happen as they should.
We'll see what happens. Who knows what's going on? That's all. My thing is always in these situations versus us just jumping to conclusions.
Exactly.
We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So
we don't make that kind of money to even have a clue of what they're discussing.
No, I mean, I pray that one day I will be able to sit at a table, but at this present time, all I know is what I see in the social.
You just watched a clip from last week's podcast as we discussed Jay-Z and the NFL partnership. To see more, go to facebook.com/SISTASCWT. If you need help with business logos or business plans, please text or send me an email. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you next Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m.